All right.
Retro, retro.
Make sure I'm sharing everything. All right, waiting for everybody to get up in here. Peace. Peace, Flower Bloom. Oh, this dude really got my phone and did that. My son is a trip. All right, everybody, please make sure you get those likes up while you in here. Please, please make sure that you share that I'm on. All right. I just want to do this first. Retro, what's good, family? Let me do this sponsor real quick, and then we're gonna get right to it. I gotta do this sponsor real quick. Let's get right to it. Do you want to get on social media and talk to people who understand you more? Get on Black Social, a great app to use for group communication. This app is helpful for networking with business, professionals, and entrepreneurs. Download it now and spread the word. It's compatible for Android and Apple, and it's free. Black Social, where the Black experience lives. Black owned, Black experience, Black Social. Get it now. Get it now, goddammit. Black Social app, please go show some love. Please download it. It's for the Android and the Apple. You speak to professionals, entrepreneurs, all types of stuff. It's where black people meet. Get it now. All right, everybody. With no further ado, I wanna introduce y'all to basically. I hate to say Talib Kweli's ex-girlfriend, but just to generalize it, that's what it is. And let me share my screen so everyone can see. I want to introduce y'all to Miss Darcel. How you doing, love?
Hi, how are you?
All right. Now we on screen, we on air. Everybody please share that I'm on. Okay, so we're going to get right into it. So first, if you want to, do you want to promote your book first, or you want to do it last? You want to get that out the way?
I guess. Yeah, it's all good either way.
All right. I mean, and we could talk about it more and all that stuff. So
Let's just jump into it, and then we can do the book like towards the middle. Let's just flow.
All right, let's get it. So just
Okay,
give us a backstory of who you are and how you met. Who we better known as Talib or Talib.
Okay. So Talib, before I jump into Talib, I'm from the Bronx. I'm from Queens and Brooklyn.
Okay.
The Bronx as a girl, but everything takes place in my book from my childhood. I'm not going to get into that. It's a long novel. This is my book. Let's just jump into the book first, okay? So this is my book, and it's titled Dana Dances on Paper. This is a coming-of-age story. It is mostly based on my life about a young girl growing up in the Bronx during the beginning of the hip-hop era. So that's about me. And I have 3 books actually. The 3rd book is Lathered Layers, okay? But we'll get into that later. So I met Talib. I was a writer. I was an aspiring writer. I used to be a dancer. I used to be a
what kind of dancer?
An exotic dancer.
Woo! Nice.
Yes.
Go ahead.
And as an exotic dancer, I was different. I talk about that in my book. But when I met Talib, I was at the very end of my career because I didn't want to be a dancer. I was like, okay, 2 to 3 years is enough for me. I'm not going to be like dancing in my freaking late 20s and my 30s. No. So I met Talib after I retired from the dancing, from the stripping industry. Yeah.
Right.
Because I knew that I had more to give, and I knew I was going to be a writer. So I was like, I wanted to just, try this out, and get the experience or whatever. I needed to make some extra money, to make ends meet. And then I met Talib at the African Street Festival, and he was very shy, um, different, extremely intelligent, and I was hold on, let me just turn this off. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
Yes, he wasn't my type. I wasn't more into pretty boys. But what caught me was his intelligence. Very, very, very smart. Very intelligent, genius like. And we got to know each other, we became friends, we became best friends. And I didn't, I supported him. I thought he was a really dope artist.
Right.
At the time, I used to be a rapper. I was a dope ass rapper.
I was gonna ask you that too. Go ahead.
Yeah, Father MC used to be my manager when I was 16, and I started to pursue. My favorite rapper was MC Light. I met her, and she told me to send me her demo, send her my demo,
Right.
and I sent her. I didn't send it because I was like, something ain't right. I didn't feel right. I didn't want to get taken for a ride. I heard a lot of stories about the music industry,
Right.
very misogynistic, very just a lot of stuff going on in the industry. I didn't want to get caught up into that. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to fall back. So when I met Talib, I was like, look, I'm retired. I'm not doing the music anymore. I'll just like hold you down and let you do your thing. I support you because he was really dope, and I knew he was going to make it. So I supported him all the way, and I held it down. I held it down until the kids got older. We did it together in terms of like he was holding it down financially, while I was holding everything down spiritually, emotionally, mentally.
Right.
And I kept quiet. Everything was good until the tour that he went on, the OKPlayer.com tour. Our relationship kind of like dwindled away because when he came home, he was a different person. It was like his soul was snatched out of his body.
Right.
I cried and cried. It was so freaking painful because I cried for days. Couldn't believe it. I was like, who is this man? Who is this person? I don't know what was going on in the industry because I was, like I said before in another interview, that I was very focused on the children, focused on my sanity, my emotional state. This is different because we were growing together. When I met Talib, like I was making more money than he was. He was working at the bookstore at Incura Books.
Right.
So, when we met, that's how it was. We was like, we was the best of friends. So we grew together in this, and then once he got signed, things started to get different because he had to get more of himself to the industry, more of himself to the fans, more of himself, and less time, family time. He tried, but it became more demanding.
Right. Now.
So yeah.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So I think, what brought me onto this platform and why am I speaking out now? I think it's because it's like, right now we're in 2020 and it's like everything is coming out. And it's not because of 2020, it's just the shift.
Right.
Everything is just moving in a certain direction where everything just got to be upfront, revealed, truthful, no lies.
Right.
So I was like, you know what? I'm at a time in my life where I'm growing, I'm healing, I feel free, And what brought me to this platform was Jaguar. And a few people kept saying, yo, Jaguar keeps calling out your name in all these different videos. Like, what's going on? And I'm like checking out these videos and I'm hearing my name mentioned like frequently, like 5-6 times. Third time, I was like, this is like a Beetlejuice moment. Like, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. I was like, okay, here I am. What's up? That's why I went on Storm. I was like, what's going on? But I want to let her know, I want to thank her for vindicating me. Because I was always in that shadow.
Did you ever get a chance to speak to her since then? Because she said, I want to meet her in person. All that. So did she even reach out, or was there any communication between both of y'all as of yet?
Oh, not yet.
Why is she saying all that but still didn't reach out? But at least she still put you out there to as you are now comfortable of stepping out the shadows and giving your testimony or your story. So that's pretty good. And she also said, I had to write it down because it came to me. She said that you was better than him far as rhyming, You was nice like that.
I talk about it in my book. I was pretty dope. You know, I
Word.
used to have.
Let me hear
I remember
some.
when I was in high school.
Let me hear
Huh?
some.
Nah.
No, yeah,
No,
scared.
no. Let's check this out. My children, Amani and Diani. Oh
Uh,
man, they done surpassed me. So I'm very happy about that. That's the whole point. You want your children to surpass you, right?
Absolutely.
Right? To let your legacy keep going. So my
That's right.
children, Amani Fela, he's dope. He's on YouTube. Diani Ashe, she's freaking amazing. Okay, so you ain't even got to hear me. You can hear my offsprings.
All right, I hear that. All right,
But
go right ahead.
so what I was saying was with Jaguar, we haven't spoken yet. I'm pretty sure we will speak. I don't know what's happening, what's going on, but I just wanted to say thank you for vindicating me and allowing me a space for my voice to be heard, for my works to be read. As a writer, I'm very responsible in what I put out because people are reading my thoughts. So I think that's really important. You know what I mean?
Right.
To be responsible with what you write. So yeah.
Okay, so now, all right. I just wanted to hit somebody to let them know that I am live with you because they was waiting on this conversation. Um, but now, far as the like I told her we're gonna talk about domestic violence,
Yeah.
demonic in the industry, and spirituality. We're gonna end on a high frequency. So, far as domestic violence is concerned, the relationship you had, how much was it full with a lot of abuse? And
Okay.
go right ahead.
Um, I'm only speaking truth, and I'm not speaking to bash Talib. That's not what I'm doing. Okay, I have love for Talib. He is the father of my first two children. Okay, so I want to make that very clear. Whatever Talib is going through in his life right now, that is his karma, and I'm pretty sure he can pay for that. That's his karmic debt. I'm not here to bash him. I'm just basically saying that when we were together, um, once he got caught up into the music industry, it just became very, very verbally, emotionally abusive. I don't know why people are saying that he was hitting on me or whatever. People suspected that, but that wasn't it. I would say that's worse. I would say the mental and the spiritual abuse is worse than physical. I'd rather get beat on
Cause you could
than
heal.
get down spiritually and mentally.
Right.
Being told that I'm nothing, being told that I'm a bum, being told um, that I'm not special, that I'm not, you know what I mean? Like, why would you do that to somebody who's holding you down? That's not cool.
Right.
That's very, that's hard. It was hard for me. I had to fight against that. I had to make a decision to be positive. And I was like, what is the point of me in being positive when I want to fight this? I want to fight him back. I want to, just get dark. But I couldn't. I couldn't because my mother wouldn't. I was connected. I'm very connected to the creator, and it just doesn't feel good when you're trying to do things that are negative. You know what I'm saying? For me, I was like, look, my mom is not here anymore. You know what I'm saying? My mother passed away when I was 18,
I
and
forgot.
I need to be strong. I need to be strong for myself, for my children. I need to be strong and focus on the positive. So I had to stay positive. I had to build up my self-esteem, make sure my children were okay, and still deal with the verbal and financial. I would say financial abuse as well.
I'm sorry. You brung something up far as because you saying your mom's passed away. I should have done this, and I said I was going to do this at the beginning, but I have to do it now. I just want to give a moment of silence to my grandmother Annie. Um, Friday
So
when we supposed to have did the interview Friday, I spoke to Darcel around like 8:40 something in the morning, and make sure everything's gonna be good later on that day. Like an hour later, my mom's called me and told me that my grandmother Annie passed. So I just want to give a moment of silence to my grandmother. Love you. Just want to give us some moment of silence real quick. All right. Rest in peace, Grandma, and shout out to the Drew family. That's on my father's side. So everybody, you know what I mean. All right, let's get right to it. So, far as the abuse, as you were saying, and even financially, if you want to continue on, go right ahead.
Yeah, I was he paid his child support, but I was doing all the work raising the children, taking them to the doctors and taking them to their recitals and taking them to school and raising them, taking them to church. I was going through a lot, and it wasn't easy. Trying to move on with my life, having to swallow the fact that he had married some other chick that was just like, okay, all right, that was different. I had to deal with that. I had to deal with a lot alone. I mean, I have my friends and my family, but it was a hard pill to swallow when the person you felt was your first love, your true love, is in the public's eye and parading all over the place, doing their thing, partying, drinking, having what it looks like a lot of fun. Right. And now, fast forward 20 years later, it's like, wow, what I've done is much more rewarding than what it looked like back then. At the time, I was like, Dad, I'm just like, this is not easy for me. I'm not having fun. I'm just, I mean, I love my children. I enjoyed every bit of it. But you understand what I'm saying? Right. Like being in your 20s and 30s, you're looking at, your ex or your significant other out there going to parties and having a ball and traveling all over the world and
doing, did he even invite you? Like, because I'm pretty sure, like in the beginning, like you said, you stepped back and you did the motherly thing. You was his support, his backbone. You took care of the children. You went to go eat, basically put food on the table. But was there at any time where, when y'all was on good terms, did he say, "Hey, baby, I'm doing a show here in Brooklyn. Why don't you come through? Have moms."
Yeah, like, I was there. I was there. Like me and the kids, we were there.
Right.
And when I was pregnant, I was there for him at all his events. I was supporting him. I remember from the very beginning when he was so shy, and he would wear his hat all the way down, saying his lyrics. Make people be like, "Yo, who was that?" It was a really beautiful time. Like he was a really dope father. He was there for our son Amani, bringing home Pampers and coming straight home from work. A very good man, very loving. But something about the industry, it just like tainted him.
So that was the turning point. What was the turning point? Because like he said, you just addressed it too. Before the OKPlayers.com tour, he said that y'all was already on the verge of breaking up. But you said it wasn't like that. But there was some.
No, we were still together. Like maybe in his mind, he was thinking that. I didn't know at the time. I just thought that he was on tour for a whole month. So I was like, okay, well, I'm going to hold it down for us. And, when he came home, he was a completely different being.
That's why I don't want to. That's why I want to hold that. I just want to get into one more thing, and we're gonna go straight from that tour because of how you felt, as far as like his soul. Like his soul was just taken away. Now, this is the last question, as far as the domestic violence. As on that note, I said, how bad did it get? Because you are giving awareness. You want to, tell the world or speak to the woman as far as, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? You've been there because some have been through domestic violence and physical abuse.
Right.
But how bad did it get? Not trying to be too in your business, but damn it, I'm being in your business. How bad did it get? And did you get any help? Like, was it really bad physical abuse to the point where...
Hey, I never said it was physical. I never said.
Okay, so if you... Okay, I mean, because like domestic violence...
Domestic violence, different levels. Like, he did the financial abuse. He did the mental abuse and the emotional abuse.
Yeah, abuse is abuse. But...
It is. That's worse because that's because it's like I had to freaking doubt myself. I had to go through a whole bunch of like self doubt and low self esteem. Like for what? Why are you trying to break down my self esteem? You breaking me down. You breaking me down. It was like it was no joke. And I had to you know what I had to freaking pray. I had to go to the creator. I had to self heal. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
First I went to religions. I went to different religions to get myself together, to stay focused, to stay positive, you know, taking care of the kids. It was no joke. And then you got, you know, somebody who you really love and care about, and they're constantly breaking you down because they feel guilty about all the nasty shit that they've been doing out there.
Right.
Did a lot of foul stuff to people. I didn't even know about that this year. People was coming up to me telling me the foul things that he's been doing, and I'm like, what? Behind my back? But hey, you know, I guess it was good that I didn't know at the time, because if I had known, I probably would have lost my mind.
Right.
So
now
it was good that I was protected from that information.
Right.
Right? So I'm here now, moving forward, to inspire and to heal other people who are going through their own stuff. There's
Right.
many different levels to that. I'm not going to get into every detail because it's really nobody's business.
Facts.
And I have
That's
fun
true.
with it. You know, I love
True.
our children,
True.
and I love myself, and I respect myself. So I'm not going to dish all my business like that. I'm from the projects.
Me
I'm
too.
from JA, from John Adams Projects in the Bronx.
Right.
And I'm never the type to be like dishing people my business. Like, no. Some
Yeah,
people
yeah.
do that, but I'm not the type to sit on the bench and start talking about other people's business and gossip and all that. That's not what I do. I'm about solutions. I'm about, you know, sharing what I went through. Now, if you want to go a little bit deeper, that's on an intimate level. That's on a best friend level, one-on-one. I'll tell
Right.
you all the good stuff, but I'm not going to go public with that.
Absolutely.
That's not.
So you still don't have the question, like you just said, there's a lot of people who came to you about the foul shit that he done. So now, again, so much women came out,
Yeah.
right? So you said it was a lot. You said you plead the fifth when Monroe asked you that question,
Mm-hmm.
and you said there was a lot. Have any of these females contacted you and expressed themselves, or have anybody reached out to you? You don't have to give me the story, but I'm just saying, was there any kind of contact from any of those other women since you've been out in the public? Have you spoken to any of them?
I've spoken to a few people.
Okay.
People who were very, very close to him. Very. Told me a lot of the stuff that he did, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm here to like, heal.
That's crazy.
You know, people need some healing, you know. And look, I'm just doing my part. I'm doing my part on the healing journey, and I'm here to heal people because they need it.
Right.
That's all.
All right. Now, it's only just a few more questions, and if she wants, we can take some calls. If y'all have any questions for her, it's almost set up right now as far as the phones. I just have to put it on. But when he came home from that okplayers.com, and you said that felt like his soul was snatched and stuff like that. And that was the time when him and Jaguar supposed to have been intimate during that tour.
Yeah.
When he came back, he was a different person, and you cried hard. What was there a time where you asked them what the fuck is going on in the industry? Why are you so different? Like you like the eyes is the window to the soul, and I don't see no soul there at the moment.
Yeah.
What's going on? Go
I
right
was
ahead.
I was brokenhearted, and it was just hard to even talk to him at that point because he had built up this wall. He was just so busy with his Nokia phone. Back then, everybody had the Nokia phone.
Word. Well, I
So
had
he
one.
was too busy on his phone, didn't have time to talk, and it became, I think that's where the abuse really started, is because, when he got caught up into the industry, he came back. We didn't have the trust that we once had. We didn't have the communication. He was feeling guilty about all the wrong things he did to me. So in his guilt, he would try to, make me feel lesser than what I was. And what I never understood, he used to always tell me when we were together, he used to always say, I feel like I'm not worthy of you. Now, in my young mind, I didn't understand what he was saying. I was like, what are you talking about? What do you mean you're not worthy of me? What does that mean, But now, years later, I get it now. Right. He was never worthy of me because I'm a different type of person. Like, we come from a different cloth. I don't abuse people that love me or hurt me, hurt them, or people who love me. I don't abuse them. I don't try to break them down. I try to lift people up. That's what I like to do. So that's where we're cut from, different cloths. And that explains why he said, I feel like I'm not worthy of you.
Especially being in the industry anyway. A lot of, they literally take your soul in the industry. It's nothing but backstabbers, people who prey on the weak, prey on the people who don't know the business that well. So everybody's trying to get over on somebody. And
very poor body, very low energy, low frequency.
Right. Yeah. And they introduce you to drugs. They try to find one of your habits or try to create a habit for you. Things in that nature.
They're trying to find any vices they can find to that you have, and they'll feed it to you. They'll eat you alive.
Right.
It's crazy. I'm doing the Pure Challenge. The Pure Challenge is pretty cool because it's forcing you to go back to returning to who you really are, your authentic self, right, and being pure. So I'm just saying that I'm doing that because I think people should just try that, the Pure Challenge. Everyone needs to just try that because this industry is dark, it's ugly, it's destructive. Look what it did to so many people's lives.
Destroyed them, and they sacrificed them as well too. Like literally, look, Shaka Khan said it best when she was talking about Whitney Houston. They sacrifice people's lives literally. And this industry is dark and demonic, and they sacrifice people literally.
Right, so, but what about the fact that things are changing now?
Far as?
Well, you're saying it's dark and it's demonic, but how long is the darkness is going to be there before the light workers and the energy workers and the truth warriors?
Right.
How long is that going to take? Because it seems like people are starting to stand up now.
They are. They're starting to.
And when the light shines, come on, the darkness, the demons, they run like roaches. So we need some courage. We need people to wake up and shine their light.
Shout out to Gene Dill. Shout out to Jaguar Wright. And shout out to a lot of people. Mel Gibson exposed a lot of stuff that went on in Hollywood. The eating babies type shit. I'm saying all of it because, goddamn it, why they suppress it on the news when we talking about people's lives? We talking about children. Do y'all really care? Are y'all mad at the people who exposing it, or you just letting the bad ones just get away with it? Like, we shouldn't, like, people like me and others should not be the person you should be mad at because they're exposing the wrongs of the industry.
Don't be mad at the messenger.
Exactly. Exactly. Don't kill the messenger.
Right. Right.
Yeah. The light bearers is coming, baby. We the illuminated ones. Okay? And I got
they
the light.
Like coaches, because let me tell you something. Like, if it ain't me, it's going to be somebody else who's going to stand up. As long as I use my voice and speak out, and we all do our part, and we play our part in sharing and spreading the light, the truth, okay, which is love, spreading the truth, then there's no way. This is the time. We all got to just all stand up. Let's all wake up. Let's get some courage. You know what I'm saying? Wake up and stand up and let your light shine.
Absolutely.
Because I think the demons they feed off of fear, and when you're fearful, they get their power from that. I was fearful for a long time. I didn't know. I was scared. I thought because he had the money and he had this and he had this power, I thought that's what it was all about, but it wasn't. It was more about God. God got the power. The power is in you. The power is in me. God is in us. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So when you have God in you, there's no one to fear. No. So I think it's great. This is a great time for everybody to step up and be yourself. You know what I'm saying? We have all different types of warriors. We have truth warriors, we have light warriors, we have love warriors, we have health warriors. I'm vegan.
Right.
I've been vegan for 3 years now, and I'm freaking loving it. This
Yeah.
is like a paradise.
I'm trying. God damn it. I need some recipes. What's just
So
do you eat Beyond Meat? Because
I,
Beyond Meat is alright. I tried it.
I I don't anymore. Something about it is not right. I'm
Wow.
right now. My goal is to be a raw foodist. So I want to just eat my. I want to be a raw vegan. I've been cooking my
Nuts.
foods. Like I cook my oyster mushrooms. I cook. I cook my food. I fry it sometimes, but I'm very mindful of what I fry it in, like grapeseed oil, avocado oil. I don't do corn oil. I don't do vegetable oil. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Right.
it's different levels. There's different levels to this. You can have your food fried, cooked, all of that stuff, or you could do raw food like salads and all that. But that's a whole nother conversation.
Right.
But like I was saying, like there's many different types of warriors. You got all warriors of light, warriors of light, and people have to choose their sides. Either you're going to be of the darkness, the demons, and all that other stuff, or you're going to be of the light. Because the time is like I feel like we're in Revelations, and I'm not trying to get religious because I'm not a religious person. I just believe that there's only one God. I believe in God. That's it.
Absolutely.
Spiritual. But I do feel it in my soul that a lot of things is coming up, and for Jaguar to just put her life and herself out there like that, and people calling her crazy, that's so dismissive. But didn't Dave Chappelle say that too?
Yep.
Don't call somebody crazy when they speak in their truth, and it is the truth. You know what I'm saying? Don't call them crazy. So that's very dismissive. But like if you really look at the statistics of this country, I mean, 46.5 million people are going through mental illness. Look at the system. I mean, the system is crazy. So how can we all be normal?
Because everybody have some issues, and a lot of times, a lot of black people we choose to think like going to see a therapist is like taboo. Sometimes we do need to speak to somebody. We need to let somebody listen. Get these things off our chest, and you see how relief you feel. So even like Dr. Joy DeGruy, or I just say DeGraw, she spoke about the post-traumatic slave syndrome, like everything that we went through, still no therapy. Reconstruction, no therapy. Jim Crow, no therapy. Civil rights, no therapy. Even to this day, no therapy. So you dealing with damaged goods. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So we do at some point. We all have some kind of mental instability,
Of
and
course,
something
of
ain't
course.
that wrong with speaking about it.
But here's the thing, though, right? We all have that on this planet, right? But I think it's important to find the balance in all of it. Know who you are, and just find the balance in all of it, because it's all about having those tools to be able to, for your mental health, mental health and wellness. You got to have those tools. What I do is I do talk to Darcel, and people who needs to talk and they need to vent, or they have some things going on with them, they do talk to Darcel. I have my counsel and therapy sessions for them.
Talk about it.
It's dope. It's real, and I read them, and I give them their little kit, their starter kit for their journey to themselves.
You do readings and all that.
Yeah, like you talk to me, and the spirit just I'm intuitive. I'm an intuitive counselor, and I give them their reading, and then I give them their starter kit as to how to move forward in the journey of self-discovery.
Right.
And it's a wonderful thing, because I love what I do.
Okay.
It's different. like what other people tell me about their therapist. They say, you know, my therapist is always talking about themselves. They don't even talk about what I'm going through or help me with my situation. And I'm like, wow. So some people just need to be listened to. They need to be heard. They need good advice, sound advice. You know, um, I'm eating blueberries with cinnamon.
It's all good.
Blueberries, the antioxidant, and cinnamon is good for like to prevent diabetes.
Well, I got some things over here now. You know, I got a few things over here. You know, the omega 3s, the greens. You know what I'm saying? I got the super greens, a black seed, flaxseed. I love the taste of flaxseed oil. And I'm gonna take some right now. We getting all healthy on screen, huh?
Word, alright. But you can do it. You can be vegan. It's like I said, it's a secret paradise.
I'm trying. I just had fried Cajun fish and Cajun shrimp, and it was so good, man. I'm trying.
Well, I used to love all of that. I loved all of that. You hear me?
Right.
But I was like, as I get older, I want to feel younger. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, I was like 194 pounds 3 years ago. I was pre-diabetic, and I took up this program, this weight loss program with a sister named Clark, and she helped me lose all my weight real easy and effortlessly. Within like 2 months, I lost like maybe 20, 30 pounds. It was dope. So ever since then, I just became vegan, and I just never went back. I don't want to go back. But I loved all that. I loved my freaking fried chicken, and I love shrimp. Every type of meat you can name, I used to eat it.
Do you cheat sometimes? Do you treat yourself like, you know, it's been too much? Let me get a burger.
No. Hell no. No. I'm so clean. Like my freaking colon. Like why would I want to put that stuff in my body? I'm so like connected to earth. I'm so connected to the nature. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you.
I can't do it. I can't put an animal in my body because I'm so disconnected from that mindset. My body doesn't even want it or crave it. I could smell fried chicken and I'm like, that smells good, but I'm not gonna put it in my body.
I remember when I was trying to get on this vegan stuff, because I can eat a lot of raw salads and stuff like that. I love salad, so that I have no problem eating that. So I was eating it, and for those, this is not being nasty, everybody. So shut up. Your stool becomes a little bit more solid, and it don't stink. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
This shit look green from the raw plant. So and that's real. Now I was like, damn. All right, you know what I mean? I don't smell shit. So even eating healthy, your stool will smell exactly how what you put in your body. So yeah, man.
You're not constipated.
Yeah.
Causes colon cancer and all sorts of stuff in the colon because your core, your freaking solar plexus, your core is the most important part of your body. Like, you know, you got to make sure that area is clean. So when you're eating the right things, your stools just flow. You just be in and out the bathroom. You barely stinks.
Yeah, cause I'm in there forever. I got the old bowels. So when I eat, leave me on the toilet with the ugly face. But listen, all right. I know we done. You know, we gonna end. We basically in a spiritual conversation now. But I just want to say, and I don't want to try to touch too much on him because you are your own entity, your own person. But when you said that after that it made you turn to different religions and stuff like that, he was bringing that low volt, that demonic shit to your household because the industry to eat you up. You know what I'm saying? And hold on, and I know people, some of them, even like how she exposed Puffy, Choke No Joke exposed Puffy and all these other they want you. It's like you have to go to some of these parties or you have to they want you to give them fellatio, and I'm trying to be very respectful because everybody know my mouth is kind of real reckless. So, just to have something over you, just to have that power over you, and to have something on you just in case. You know what I mean? Like, what you think it could have been, or do you know some? Did he ever tell you a story or something? What happened in there Well, you know what I'm saying? I don't know.
No, everybody always kept things from me because they saw me as, oh, Darcel, don't tell her that stuff. She's very sensitive, she's kind of pure. Like, don't tell her that stuff,
Right, right,
So he kept it away from me. Not only that, but he knew, like, I was. It wasn't the plan for me to be a single mother. It wasn't my plan. It wasn't our plan. We had our first two children together. We supposed to have been married. And I was thinking if I didn't support him, he would have been a college graduate and we would have been married with children, living a boring ass life.
right.
Maybe. So he didn't tell me those things because that wasn't for me to know.
Did you hear of the stuff that's going on? Have you heard of the Illuminati and stuff like that?
Um,
Don't get scared.
I'm not getting scared, but I just don't really, I'm not interested in like that lower, that's carnal. That's lower body stuff. That's people who would just like want to use other people to get power. When that's not my go-to or my come from. So that's not interesting to me. What's interesting is somebody who's noble and people who are powerful and they get their power source from above, not from below, not
Right,
from other people. You know what I'm saying? That's
right,
just,
right.
I'm sorry, but I'm not on that frequency.
Nah, I get it. I get it. I
That's
get it.
just that's just boring to me. Like, okay, he got his dick sucked, all right, and from another man, all right. What else? And they're using all these people because they're vulnerable. These people are vulnerable, and they're just giving away their souls because they want to get through. They want to go through those doors. They want a piece of that pie. Like, okay, but that's not interesting to me. It's
No, no.
not.
The only
You know,
reason the only reason why I asked it, I know it may not be interesting. What I would think would be interested if such as a person as Talib, that's in that industry. I think that would be interesting to you if that happened with him. Even though I know he kept a lot of things from you, so
I'm so
that's the
God,
only
a lot
way.
of
That's the only
stuff.
thing I meant by that.
I've been told a lot of stuff that he did, and it is not my place to even talk about it.
It's
You know what
it's,
I'm saying?
it's nasty.
I
It's crazy.
huh? What?
It, I'm not
It's
asking.
all relative. It's all relative. It's the industry. It's the industry. It's all relative.
I hope you ain't been playing with nobody's love muscles, man, or nobody playing with your peanut butter. I don't know, and I respect her for keeping her silence. It's really nobody's business, so I'm not gonna try to press further. But I just hope, you know what I'm saying. I don't know.
Everybody's on a different journey. You're on your journey. I'm on mine. They're on theirs.
I'm thinking now.
Everybody, but listen. Everybody got their debts to pay. My debts is not as high as theirs. They got debts to pay, but that's not between. That's none of my business. That's between them and the creator. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
I'm doing the pure challenge to be as pure as I can for myself. You know what I'm saying? Like to work on my inner self. I
right.
think that's what we all should be doing, working on our inner selves, so that we can be better human beings. Not to be sounding all preachy or nothing like that. I know maybe some of y'all didn't come here to listen to. Y'all want to hear the tea. Y'all want to hear to get the juice. But
Nah,
I'm
nah.
just
My
real.
listeners, we got some very smart spiritual people in here. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
That's true?
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
my
So
bad.
yeah, we talk about a lot of stuff. So we definitely on a high frequency over here. So
Okay, okay,
yeah,
that's what's up.
you
Okay,
know.
I'm sorry.
But what do you say to the people who say, well, why are you coming out now?
Um,
What are you looking for? What are you trying to get out of this? You trying to
look,
smear his name?
look,
Why?
no, okay, that's a good question. But these books right here, see, a lot of people are behind schedule because this book is like 17 years old,
Mm,
and I've been in the shadows. You see this? These are my two books. I have a third book coming out on December 7th. It's going to be on Amazon, okay? And you can pre-order it. It's called Dark Oasis. But what made me come out now, it was like a Beetlejuice moment, you know? She kept calling out my name. Jaguar Wright kept calling out my name. Darcel, Darcel, Darcel. I'm like, what is going on? What's going on, you know? But she was bigging me up, and she vindicated me. And I'm so grateful for that because no one did that.
right.
That in the industry. They didn't do that. And I was like, wow, thank you for acknowledging, you know, that I'm a damn good mother and I've been holding people down so that they've been on my shoulders while they're making all this stuff and I'm not getting anything from it but heartbreak and disrespect and abuse. Like I said, financial, verbal, and emotional abuse.
Right.
So what brings me out? Well, I'm out. I'm here to bring everyone up to speed as to what I've been up to and the journey that I'm on. I'm on a healing journey, so I do healing work, and I love it, and that is my purpose. So that's why I stand today to share and to inspire and to spread love.
And that was beautifully said. Do you want to take a few phone calls? If you do, I will only take at least like 3, but I'm not gonna drown you with phone calls. I'm not gonna do any of that. Maybe one of these ladies, because they feeling your conversation, so maybe they would want to. All right, so let me set it up. Everybody, thank y'all for tuning in. If y'all would like to donate to the platform, please show some love, everybody. You know what I mean? Show some love. And if you would like to make sure y'all go to her, go to Amazon. Make sure y'all purchase her books. Make sure you hit her up on Facebook and Instagram and get your readings and things of that nature. Please show some love. Hold on one second. Let me just put my link back in there and set up this phone line. We're going to get right into it. Please show some love, everybody. I know I've been going for a week now, but I've been going through some personal stuff, and especially with the passing of my grandmother, so that, you know, that's kind of crazy, and I might be going down south. Do you want to get on social media and shit, that shit tore my ears up, and I might be going down south next weekend, so I don't know, I might be hitting up North Carolina, so I gotta figure it out. And I just came from North Carolina not even 3 weeks ago, close to a month ago, so goddamn, so I'm going right back down there. Anybody, if y'all want to call in, if y'all have any questions, please don't make it too loaded. If you want to speak to her on some spiritual stuff, you get a little reading, please call in. No antagonizing, no interrogation. None of that stuff is going to fly on my platform. So just be respectful. I'm only going to take like maybe 2 to 3 calls. So if y'all want to call in, please call in now. 516-590-0964. And it's right there on the screen. 516-590-0964. All right, come on. Please, come on. And do you have old music out there where they can look up and hear you spit some?
Oh man,
The intergalactical, the spectacle.
Your show now. Press 1 to hear.
Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Love Talk Radio.
All right, everybody. Do y'all have any questions? If you do, please hit that number 516-590-0964. All right. So I'm gonna get back on screen with her. I really don't want to do that.
I don't think I pretty much explained my book, but I'll just tell you briefly a little summary of both of the books.
Yeah, let's get into it. Go right ahead.
Okay, so Dana Dances on Paper is a coming-of-age story, which is mostly based on my life about a young girl growing up in the Bronx during the beginning of the hip-hop era. She goes through struggles and obstacles to reach her dreams and her goals. She loses her mother to a fatal virus, but she finds her way through self-discovery, self-recovery, self-renewal, and self-love. That is my first baby, my first autobiography. And it was a very therapeutic experience to write that book. I wrote that book at the age of 27.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then I wrote Lathered Layers a few years later. Lathered Layers is a book of short stories, words of wisdom, and poetry. It's very beautiful. It's kind of funny too. So Lathered Layers is not a novel like Dana Dances on Paper. And Dark Oasis is like a continuation of Lathered Layers. Dark Oasis is It's poetry, it's some short stories, and parables. I talk about that in Dark Oasis. So it's a much more mature me,
Right.
than when I was in my 20s and 30s.
And you said you was a dancer. You was at the Wedge. I went to the Wedge a couple of times, goddamn it, huh?
Now, I didn't go to no Wedge.
The Wedge, yeah, the Wedge is like you could get shot in the bathroom in that motherfucker. But shout out to the Wedge, man. I ain't been there in a long time. Shout out to the Bronx. You know what I'm saying? And what part of Brooklyn you used to live at? Cause that's where I'm from. So, and I used to I'm from the Style, but grew up in Coney Island.
Oh, okay. I lived in most places in Brooklyn. I started off in East Flatbush with Talib,
Okay.
then Park Slope,
Park Slope.
then Crown Heights, Bed-Stuy, Brownsville, just every part, every part of Brooklyn I've been in. I didn't go to Greenpoint though, but
Right.
yeah, Coney Island. I've been in Brooklyn for like 22 years. But I was born and raised in the Bronx, and I was raised in Far Rockaway, Queens.
Oh, okay. Far Rockaway. Yeah. That's another world over there.
Yeah, right.
That's a whole nother world. Y'all niggas do not want to go out there. My grandmother that passed, God bless, Grandma Annie. She lived in Wavecrest on Beach 25.
Wow.
So I used to go out there every Thanksgiving. She make the homemade cookies and all that. Man, shit.
That's where Father MC is from too, Waycrest.
Wavecrest? Okay. Salute. Okay,
Yeah.
since some of y'all scared to call in, make sure. Yeah, I'm gonna try to speak to Jaguar. I've been hitting her up for months. But is there anything else you would like to say? You would like to convey? And if not, just give everybody. I hope you enjoyed this conversation. And give all your social media contacts. And
Okay.
there it is.
It's all about, at the end of the day, it's all about self-love and self-care and forgiveness. For real. It's not about forgiving them for them. It's forgiving them for yourself. It's, it's all, we're all on a journey, and we're not here to judge anybody. We're here to just live our best lives. Okay? So whoever's doing crazy stuff, that's their business. They gotta pay for that.
Right.
So I just want to say, you can reach me. I'm on IG, which is Empress Darcel Turner. And I have also Talk to Darcel, which is on IG. If anybody needs to talk to, me or anybody that, if they have anything they need to get off their chest or vent or any questions, you can reach out to me through that channel. Dana Dances on Paper, Lavish Layers, and Dark Oasis is on Amazon.com.
Okay.
And I think that's about it. My children, Amani, Fela, he's on a Bandcamp and YouTube, and Deani Ashe, she has an album out called Ashe, and
Ashe.
she's doing her thing, support.
All
So,
right.
like real true artists, you know what I'm saying? Like really dope artists who really cares about the art and not just about their ego or gratification or just some BS. No, it's about really like being true to yourself and true to art. So
do she talk about Kemet and all that?
Deani is dope. Deani, she done took it to a whole nother level. She talks about everything, but she's dope. She's beautiful, and she's on IG as WTF Deani. What the fuck, Deani? I also do Reiki. I'm a Reiki healer, and
I meant to ask that. What is that? Real quick, the Reiki healer. Please explain that. I meant to ask that. Go right
look
ahead.
it up. I'm not going to get into all the details, but Reiki is a Japanese practice, and it's energy work. So with Reiki, you can never. I've always had the gift to heal with my hands, but I just didn't want to get drained, so I didn't know how to go about doing it. But the Reiki is a wonderful channel where you are the vessel, you are the instrument of the light. So the light comes from above, of course, and it comes through you, and when you touch the person and you lay your hands, or sometimes you don't even have to touch them, but you lay your energy on them, the light comes through you. So no one gets drained in that type of practice. So it's very healing. So the person, they get healed, that they're relaxed. It's a stress reducer, and I get healed too. So it's a two-way type of thing. So I do Reiki healing. With the Reiki healings, I do readings, and I'm here to just just spread love and do what I do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Spread the word.
That's right. Hey, and this is definitely the last question. It just came to me just now. That girl that you did the Reiki healing with, or whatever, her boyfriend that came and stole from your crib. Did you speak to them motherfuckers yet?
Yo, somebody,
Huh?
somebody reached out to me on IG, right? And they're from the Moor community, the Moorish community.
Morris, yeah.
Yeah, he reached
Wow.
out to me. He said, listen, they have their own platform on YouTube where they expose people who are like her.
Yeah.
And he showed me a clip that they exposed her and her husband, and they was on that judge show, because I don't watch TV.
Right.
But they was on judge show, and he exposed them on his YouTube channel that they are freaking they're, what do you call those type of people?
Scammers.
Scammers.
Yeah, they scammers.
Yes. He was like, I have them on my YouTube channel. They're scammers. So I'm like, okay, so now at this point in my life, no one comes to my house. So
That's
when
right.
you want Reiki, you want Reiki?
You better meet up at a park or something, goddamn. Nah.
Yes, but I'm grateful. Always have gratitude, because it could have been really bad. It could have been really bad. You see what I'm saying? So
Right,
it wasn't that bad. They stole some items. Okay, whatever. I'll take the L.
Right.
So it could have been worse.
Right.
Right? So I'm grateful, and I'm grateful to the brother who told me that look, we got that, we got this. So that's a good thing.
Well, hey.
So all of these platforms is a blessing, because you get to meet people, new people, and they get to meet you.
Right.
So this is a wonderful thing.
All right. Well, hey, it was definitely a pleasure, and I appreciate it. And I thank you for I'm still doing it after I postponed and things of that nature. So I appreciate you, and much love, success, everything, all that good stuff, man. And salute to you and your family, and much light.
Yes, much light to you too, bro. Thank you so much.
No
And
problem.
God bless, and my condolences again to your family.
Thank you.
Strength and speedy healing.
Thank you. Peace. All right, everybody. So with that being said, I hope everybody. Hold on. Wait. Oh. All right. I'm on. I want to know, how was this interview? You know what I'm saying? Definitely show some love. If you'd like to donate to the platform, please show some love. I have all my items that I wanted to show y'all too, but it's all in the box right there. So everything that I need for my website and the stuff that I'm gonna be making, I already have it. Some I got the wrong size. I gotta get some scales. So I got the majority of everything that I need. And those boxes over it, I don't know if you can see it, but it's over there. So I gotta get some more stuff. But I'm glad everybody tuned in to this interview. And she definitely seems like a real cool, down to earth person, very spiritual. I just want to say this, man. I don't know, but it seemed like Talib Kweli has been doing some things that is very demonic. You know what I mean? So a lot of people done told her about some of the things that he done. I don't know if he was playing with other dudes' peanut butter box, or swore fighting, or they playing with his peanut butter tunnel. But this industry is demonic, and they prey on your souls, man. I'm gonna say thank y'all. She did wanted to ask. She did wanted to. This is why it was for y'all to call in. I told y'all to call in. Nobody called in. It was okay, but she didn't want to. She. That's why I opened the phone line. She wanted to answer questions. None of y'all niggas called in, so that's on y'all. But shout out to my boy Retro on the beat. Everybody, y'all be good. I might come back. You know what I'm saying? That's all I can say. Thank y'all for tuning in to All Viral Access Media. Y'all be good. Y'all be easy. And I'm out.